been affected by heat. So I didn't explain, but the welding rods we use, the steel rods, those are R45, which means that they have 45,000 psi. The strength of that steel is actually stronger than the parent metal. It needs to be, because what happens is when you apply all that heat and you start melting this stuff together, it loses some of its metallurgical properties. So you want to add a little extra carbon, all that sparks you see, that's loss of carbon and things like that. So you want to make the weld a little harder than the parent metal, so it doesn't fail readily. But it's ideal if you can get this to the point where you're actually bonding two pieces of metal together and not affecting metallurgically the parent metal. That's what brazing allows you. The other thing that brazing allows you is I could put two pieces together that are dissimilar metals. So I could braze steel to stainless steel. So actually I have three different metals here, right? So I have steel, I have stainless steel, and I have brass all going together, and allows me to bond those pieces of metal together. The other thing I can do, you haven't experienced this yet, but you might have a really thin piece of steel and a really thick piece of steel, or a thicker piece of steel, and you need to actually bond those two pieces together. When you try to weld that, you're going to find, in some cases, depending on your quality of weld, you might find that you're going to have a lot of difficulty putting those together. So brazing might be an option where you don't have to get these two pieces of metal molten, just this piece of metal. So it's like soldering, but it's a higher temperature version of soldering, right? So if you think about it in levels of heat, you have welding, which is a high temperature melting the parent metal, the base metal. You're adding the same metal to it to make your weld. Then below that would be brazing, which is this brazing right here with this alloy. Then below that is what's called silver soldering, which uses a silver-based alloy, a little lower temperature. And then below that would be soldering, or which a lot of you are used to, like sweating copper pipes together for plumbing, or soldering in electronics, that kind of thing. Those are all lower temperature bonding applications. So, does anybody know, I said this is a piece of brass. Does anybody know what this is, what the metals are in brass? What makes up brass?
Copper.
Zinc and copper. Do I have any others?
Zinc.
Okay. Brass is zinc and copper. Bronze is tin and copper. Now these are traditional, okay? There are other kinds of bronzes like silicon bronze and all those things which have...
Can you say that again? Which is which?
Brass is zinc and copper alloyed together. And bronze is tin and copper alloyed together. Now the interesting thing about that, since this is mostly copper with a little bit of zinc, and bronze is mostly copper with a little bit of tin, but if I was to take this and had two pieces of copper, I could actually braze the copper with this brass rod, because even though it is alloyed with copper and zinc, the additional zinc